There's a reason why I haven't been able to upload a vlog since I have filmed the first vlog inside this house. It was because I've been trying to do the same thing over and over again, which is try to stay up all night on just trying to fill as much time as I can to do one successive task, whether it's just like consuming a piece of media or not thinking like other than consuming a piece of media. It's just more like creating extra time to do stuff. But however, that worked against me because I either get too tired to go on any further and then I just fall asleep, which means that I sleep in. It means lower motivation for me. And then I go on social media and waste 30 minutes, which leads to more demotivation. And I get hardly anything productive done until the mid-afternoon. That's where I get in my stride. So, it's often like in these times of nights, I don't have the motivation to vlog because I feel like I'm too tired. But when I do these vlogs, it feels like I get a lot of stress relief because I feel like I'm actually just telling my perspective. It's like when I write my notes down. Well, I wouldn't say like my notes. Like you think of notes from like studying a book or a film. Now, when I say notes, I say like like it's my own diary or journal, just writing down where I am right now and did I succeed at the things I want to do today. I would say for today, I didn't. This is why, and this is one of the things why, because I feel like I tend to stay up way too late, and I feel like I should be sleeping earlier more often. And and the reason why I'm still up at this point, which is like 11:30 or something around that time, is because I finished watching Ghost in the Shell a while ago. And the reason why I'm watching Ghost in the Shell 1995 tonight is because I decided that since it typically takes like an hour and a half to 2 hours to watch one film, I thought, hey, why not watch a film a week just so that I can finally get around to watching more films? However, when I realized that, I thought, why didn't I came up with that system of consuming films first? The first is like, I wish that I came up with it earlier. Heck, I even wish I came up with it back in early 2015 when it was the start of my golden age of watching anime. So I had an idea of why not for the rest of this month and every week, no, not every week, but once a month in like 1 week per month, I would consume films of every night instead of just Friday night. I would watch films every night of that 1 week in every month. The problem that I think it is just because if I were to watch films obsessively, that would take a large part of the night. And recently, I have been cleaning dishes more often, and that takes like 30 minutes, an hour. I feel like that swamps up all the time. It doesn't take me long to write reflection notes recently, but I think the more danger is that I don't get to sleep earlier, like at 9. And I still think, even as late as it is, if I set my alarm for 4 o'clock, and I wake up at 4 o'clock, and I make sure not to immediately go back to sleep, I feel this sense of pride and accomplishment in myself because I actually felt like I'm progressing. Now, it is possible that I could wake up early and not get anything else done for the day, but the fact that I wake up early gives me the feeling like I can get something done. Like, I don't have to hate myself for the rest of that day because I stuck to my discipline. Yep. So, there's the definition of insanity. Like, if you try the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. What I expected, like, from staying up all night is being more productive. But, however, that always made me the least unproductive. So, what I want to say from now on is just like, no trying to stay up all night. Not thinking that, oh, I can just cram more hours overnight. But no, my body is not like that. Its need is rest, and getting up early will help solve that problem for me. Besides, I need to write my first whole life fanfic and get the editing done so I can get back to planning out my first novel that I'm gonna expand into a webcomic when I eventually practice more of my drawing and get up to competent level and figure out how to lay out and panels and how to structure my story. But some people say that you learn on the fly, but I at least want to be competent on the art first. So it is. And this is why I haven't vlogging. It's not because I didn't want to. I love vlogging. I love recording my life so that when I feel like I can finally look back at my past videos, I can see how I evolved as a person. It's just that it's mostly because of procrastination and negligence that I feel like I can't vlog because I'm tired. But the more I vlog, the more I notice I just seem more lively and less tired. And it's an amazing thing that I wish that I pick up soon. It is a common theme. There's always some things I discovered and do that I feel like I should have caught on to this years ago. And then I feel guilty about not catching on to them sooner. But it's okay, because there could have been a timeline where I didn't discover like this idea for a system where I watch films, like watch one film per week and think, oh, I wish I discovered it back in 2020. Now it's 2025 when I'm so busy with other things that I don't know if I can fit one film a week. So I feel really good about that, because that means I'm going to be a one step further into organizing my time, which is why I want to wake up early at 4 o'clock, so I can fit that time in to organize the time for the day and what's more priority and which should I spend my learning hour on learning. So I got big plans, and I figured out that I still do want to do YouTube on the side. It's the other reason that I kind of feel wary about my plans on catching on the amount of films that I could have watched from 2015. Well, not from the year of 2015, but if I had watched like the one film per week, is that it would take so much time away from me producing the YouTube videos that I want to produce. But it's not like I want to make them soon. It's just that I want to make them eventually. I'm worried that I might never get to make the YouTube videos. I feel like a compromise would be as if I discovered the system in 2020. That should still be like, let me think. Okay, so this month's September, and August is the 8th month, and then typically like 4 weeks in a month, so 8, 16, 32 films that I can watch. 32 films is a lot, so I think I'd be satisfied as if I started the system at the start of 2020 and just watched all the films that I should have watched by then but didn't. And what films I'm going to start watching is anime films, because there's a lot. I feel like some anime films I should have watched already, like from Studio Ghibli and the rest of Satoshi Kon's lineup, and even some of blockbusters like Your Name, I feel like I should have watched already, but I didn't get around to it. So I'm happy with my plans so far. Also, I know like I don't, and this is a part like I need to start out with my vlogs of centering them on a single topic instead of like feel like it's just a rambling podcast vlog. There's just one idea that, not idea, but thought I had recently with Nintendo Direct. You know, the Mario 35th anniversary. They said they're gonna have a collection of the three 3D Mario games: Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and I forgot what they Super Mario Galaxy on the Nintendo Wii, and put on Nintendo Switch, which I'm happy about because, but at the same time, I wanted to play Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64 because I wanted to feel like what's like playing on the original controls. It just kind of feels conflicted because if I get in Super Mario 64 like in the collection, then that'll be one less reason for me to buy a Nintendo 64. But it does save me on like, playing on the emulator, and now add me more motivation to play more on my Nintendo Switch. So it's kind of like a win-lose situation where I benefit in one area, but I lose in another potential area. Yeah, I did say that I wanted to make 2021, 2022 a more of a period where I play more video games. I think it's also going to be a period where I watch more films. I know like Star in the Discord, one of the Discords I'm in, has been talking about how she's enjoying more films now and then. I'm thinking, well, I've been checking on Letterboxd and there seems like so many high class films and yeah, just like really general films that are like art, like ART, capitalized art. I think, you know what, if I watch these films, these will give me more ideas for the kind of stories I want to make. So, yeah, see, it's not that hard for me to film the vlogs. It's just, I need to get past my wall of resistance that's still inside me that I have to battle against every day. It's the wall of art, and I think the author by Stephen Pressfield. I could be wrong, but I think that's his name. So, I'll see you next time. Hopefully, I will vlog again soon. That's not gonna be like delayed by another week.